Hi guys, see if it works. Hi guys, it's Gigi with a long overdue video. I've been thinking over the last couple of weeks, and there is something that has been so, I guess, present in my life and very real and very true, and I figured I would talk about it here so that it can help you guys, or maybe some of you will resonate with this in the present time or have gone through something similar, and I figured, why not share it? I realize that when it comes to relationships, and to be more specific, friendships, the word support usually revolves around supporting your loved ones and your friends when they are overcoming hardships, when they are going through dilemmas, when they're going through confusion, when they're going through rough patches. And I don't hear a lot of discourse around celebrating and supporting in a celebratory way. I don't necessarily mean purchasing a product from a person who has a business or showing up to every single event that is hosted, but celebrating, saying, I'm happy for you. I may be going through a rough time, but just know that I see you and I'm here for you too, and I'm here to celebrate the good. I know it's not always easy to do, especially if you're not in a mindset or space or have the capacity to do so. But I realize how lonely it can feel when you look around you and you realize that friendships are mainly formed to support in the bad, to support in the difficult, to support in the challenging, and to vent. And there's very little to no space to see milestones, courage, accomplishments, wins. I think that we need to start treating support as both equally. And I want to start with myself. I want to start by setting this standard for myself and with the people that I'm friends with. I want to be there to support them when they're low. I also want to be there to notice when things are wonderful. Even if I'm not in a space where things are wonderful for me, I still want to have even 1% of myself where I can say, hey, I have almost nothing to give. I'm so depleted, but I see you and I'm just so proud of you, even if it's a text. I always want to make that a priority. I want people to know that they can talk to me about anything, obviously with boundaries and depending on who. But I also want them to know that I'm not just here on rainy days. I'm here to talk about dreams. I'm here to talk about goals. I'm here to talk about things that seem super silly and unachievable, but maybe they're not that silly and maybe they're not unachievable. I want to be a friend where there's laughter and joy and togetherness and community and shared joy and shared hope and optimism. There is a time and place to talk about the somber things that are going on. There is a time and place to talk about the things that make us feel hopeless. But there's also a time and place to make space for joy, community, togetherness, and joy, because joy is the key to making things happen emotionally, physically, professionally. I believe that joy is such an important vector of possibility and unity, and that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys, is that I'm going to prioritize joy, and I will always protect my joy, and I want to be able to also be a channel of joy for the people around me, for people to give themselves permission to experience joy and to see a glimmer of hope when there doesn't seem to be any hope. And that's kind of where I'm at. Support for me goes beyond always focusing on the things that are difficult. Support also means, hey, congratulations. Or, hey, I couldn't make it to XYZ, but you're doing amazing. Good for you. Those little gestures are, to me, as important as saying, hey, I noticed the other day that you weren't feeling quite yourself. I'm here if you need to talk about it. It is as important. So if you take anything away from this video, please send a text, call, send anything, or when you're with your friends, just say something to make them feel seen, to make them feel like their joy or their milestone or their good news there's space for that. So that's it. Let me know if this resonates with you. I'll be making more videos about relationships and friendship and all the things. Let me know how you feel about this, and please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. See you soon.